Hello everyone. In this lesson, we'll familiarize ourselves with the CAM system called Mastercam. Let's get started. Open the software. So this is the first screen we see after opening the software. Mastercam, as it sounds from its name, it is a CAM software, Mastercam, right? But actually, it is a full package. It has all the CAD computer aided drawings or designing capabilities as well as computer aided manufacturing capabilities. For this lesson, we will just mostly look at the CAM capabilities of the software because we have actually designed our part already in another CAD package. So through this lesson, we will have a look at the CAM capability or CNC programming side of it. Let's open a file and look through some of the menus and the toolbars of the software. To open a file, we go in File, Open, and we'll find the file where it is saved. Now, Mastercam can open SolidWorks file directly. So from the drop-down menu here, we just go to SolidWorks and then find the file where it is saved, and we'll just select that file and say Open. Here it is. So on the screen, if I right click, we can change the views. Go to isometric. Similarly, we can look at the top or any other view. Also with the mouse scroll key, we can zoom it in and out. Again, with the mouse position is, that's where it will zoom in or zoom out. Now let's look through some of the toolbars. The Home tab is where we can cut, copy, paste, change attributes of geometry, manage our levels, delete some entities, analyze, that kind of stuff. In wireframe is the wireframe creation, surfaces, if you need to create a surface model, solids, can create solid model here as well. Model prep will actually help us to get the model ready for machining, drafting for all dimensioning and stuff. Transform is one option which we use quite a bit for machining. So that's where you can change the position of your model, or if you wanted to rotate it or transform it to a certain position or rotate it to a certain orientation, or if you wanted to change the scale of your part. So that sort of thing. In machine, we will select whichever machine we wanted to use for our programming, and the view tab we just looked at uh, in the beginning as well. But yeah, here we can again change the views, look at different views, can rotate the part around, change its shading, and some of the other functions here. Uh, One of the function or one of the option I will turn on right now is this show axis. We wanted to see the axis on the machine on the screen because that's our software zero basically, and that will relate to our programming as well. So we'll keep that on. On the left of the screen here, we have a toolpath manager. That's where our toolpath will appear once we start creating them. We can also actually change it to solid manager, uh, planes management, levels, and some of the recent functions here. For our exercise, we will keep it on the toolpath manager because that's where we're going to work on. And we'll look at some of these functionalities once we start creating some of the toolpaths. Another thing we need to make sure before we start with programming is the bar below the screen here. We have a digital readout in the beginning, and here we have basically if we are working in 3D space or 2D space. For our part, we will keep it at 2D. So just once you click it, it will change it to 2D. Click it again, it will change it to 3D. So let's keep that on 2D. The C plane, make sure it's on top. Similarly, the T plane or tool plane should be on the top, and our work coordinate system should be reading on the top. On the top here is the auto cursor tab that again we'll use it for selecting some of the faces or the geometry. On the right side of the screen, we have masking options to mask through the geometry. On the right click, there's a couple more options I wanted to show before we end this lesson. So these attributes we can also change from the home tab here, uh, like changing the line thickness or the colors of the geometry. But one option which we would use through our lesson is the dynamic rotation. You would need quite a bit. So how that works is basically you pick that option, click it on the model somewhere, and then you just with your mouse you rotate it around dynamically, and then you click it again, whichever position, it will lock it there. All right, that's it for now. So that was a bit of intro to the software, to our Mastercam. In the next video, we will start working on it, start to create some of the toolpath, how to machine. Okay, see you then.